So going on from that, Christoph, what data might NFPs have hidden in their business already that can go a lot further?
Look, historical data is actually one of the most important things, I think, and you can probably talk to that as well, in the fact that, we found the historical data is probably sitting on someone's old PC, and more often than not, we don't know where it lives. And so someone's begs to ask the question 12 months, 18 months down the track, when there's a reporting requirement, or there's a regulatory requirement, there's an audit requirement, that where has that come from? And then suddenly someone turns around and goes, Helen used to look after that, and so it's on her PC. And I'm pretty sure that we've had this experience, Annie, in your business, where then you bring that and you understand that and bring that into a centralized repository.
So true. I have worked in so many businesses that all have secret squirrels, as I'll call them. And so that's it. It might be in their personal, their private folder, or their SharePoint, or there's just data everywhere. No one knows what version it is. No one knows, if they got hit by a bus, where is it? How is it all sort of connected? And this fear that they have, what if someone sees my sheet or tampers with my data, or this or that, whatever. And, and that's part of culture. It's actually giving them the confidence that we're not all working individually, we're working as a team, and a team approach requires appropriate visibilities of data and use and access, and then so that we're actually all contributing to that. We don't need to. So more and more I'm fine-tuning. I used to have so many different departments and files and bits and pieces, whereas actually once you start sort of getting a really clear strategy, you don't need as much, because more of the team should be working together on lots of documentations. And the biggest thing is, that's right, for me, it's just even version control. Oh my gosh, like that just does my head in. And there's so many different systems of it, and depends where people were trained and how they look at it. The concept that some have to open the document to see what the number is in the document, that is just mental. And so there's many levels of admin behind this data. And so I know many people listening in might go, oh yeah, I know this feeling, but I don't have the time. It's one of those things that I used to think that too. Like 5 years ago, I'd be going, oh gosh, it's not worth it. Whereas now I go, it is so worth the time. If you set up a great infrastructure that you know where everything is, who has access to it, how it's updated, where it's stored, and how I can glean that reports from that, that is golden. And you're going to be exponential in your service delivery. As Trevor was saying before, if you're holding certain information and it's just the way you've done it, sometimes once you become more efficient, you're just going to be able to get more done. And who doesn't want to do that? We all want to get more done in less time.
100%.
And calmer about it.
Can I just bring that point that you just made, Annie? Data strategy. I think that's the most important key conversation point. Every organization might have an information strategy, and I say that because we understand where information lives. It's the data strategy and the implementation of that, as you've experienced yourself anyway. If you start to develop that, it becomes second nature, and the business can actually be self-fulfilling in regards to where the data lives and where it's stored, etc., and version control and contributions and who's touched it and whatnot. So yeah, the data strategy becomes what the business is operationally underpinned by eventually.
100%. And also there's tracking and accountability on that with any organization. Like as the CEO, that's right. If it's in the right place, if the data is stored in the right areas, then I get visibility of who did change that, who edited those documents. And that's really important, and it doesn't matter whether someone likes it or not. If you're being paid to be at work, then that is your organization's data, and we need to be really accountable for it. And also my job is to remove risk, who has access to delete data, to change data and so forth. So yeah, it's we need to be really careful about our data security.
Pat?
Yeah, I just wanted to give you a quick one. I've been working with clients who have had something up to a dozen different systems in place, data collection systems. It's not been their fault. It's been the evolution of technology.